Oh my God.
That was the
was
struggle. The struggle was struggling.
Struggle was too real for
Were you
us to
using
film
any of that
outside.
footage?
Yeah, we can use it for a reel.
All right. Welcome back to Unfiltered.
I'm Mama Brownie.
And I'm Baby Brownie.
We're so happy to be back in the same picture frame.
Yes. I mean, it's not going to be like this for a while now, I guess.
You never know. We're almost at halftime, as in like
Episodes.
episode-wise.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting.
And we wanted to do like a little recap of what we've done. Whoa!
Reflection. Wait, I wanted the... No. Reflection.
Wait, what's that song from Mulan? Is it Reflection?
Yes, who's that girl I see?
Who's that girl I see?
Staring right back at me.
Staring right back at me.
When will my reflection show who I am?
Period. Mulan, she was such a
Inside.
queer.
Yeah, trans right.
Yes! Great. So,
So, just, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but we filmed our first episode. Which
the pilot?
The pilot.
That never aired?
The pilot that never aired. Yeah. Why did we not air that?
Because we said so much nonsense, and did we say things that we would got in trouble for?
No, we didn't say anything, but it was definitely a
Trial.
what is it called?
Work in progress.
No, where you're progressing, not progressing. You're putting your problems on other people.
Projecting.
It was the projecting.
It was mostly me. I was projecting a lot.
Yeah, because we ended up speaking about relationships.
Yeah, and I was just fresh out of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
So that's why I think we didn't air it. We were like, let's just try it again. Now we know what's the gish. We know how things can turn out. So,
Yes.
yeah. And you probably will never see that footage.
Reflection.
Projections.
Yeah.
But nice.
Wait, I wanted to like have our screen, our Instagram up just to also give ourselves a little thing. I mean, this is our 10th episode. Congratulations to us, by the way.
We made a 10th anniversary sodio.
Sodio.
Anniversary sodio.
Is that a
Anniversary
plastic?
episode.
Oh.
Episodio in Spanish. Anniversary sodio.
Anniversary sodio.
Yes!
Okay, sorry, you didn't say it with the Spanish accent.
Sorry.
But one thing, okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. No, maybe I have to actually go on our YouTube to remember each episode.
I think this is the first episode.
I know, but it doesn't say what our topic was.
No.
Because I do remember our conversation slightly. I remember filming our first sponsor video. That was fun.
Yeah. What was the first? With the languages.
With the les idiomas.
That was fun to film.
Yeah. But I don't remember the specific topics. Where's
New beginnings.
YouTube?
No?
Yeah. But I don't remember anything interesting from there.
I think it was because we were starting the episodes. It was like a new beginning sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the topic, but I don't remember that we had something where we were like, yeah, that's funny, that's cute, memorable. No, yeah. But then we went to our Daily Frustrations episode 2.
Yeah. Which also, daily frustrations.
Yeah, that was cute. You know what? I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that are loving the reels, the snippets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think we need to throw more out.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that? So, okay, here, let's just to be completely transparent. This podcast grew because you wanted to do a podcast.
You too for a long time.
Yes. And something that has like no pressure.
Very chill, easygoing.
I did not want it to be educational because I was like,
We do enough with the brownies.
yeah, just shits and giggles.
Funsies, mostly for us, just to relax and let some dopamine out.
Yeah, and it's very Latin American culture to just do a podcast speaking
With
shit.
Nonsense. Like
Unqualified.
undiagnosed. and unfiltered.
Exactly. Oh my God, we should add the unqualified.
Because I've realized that we do so many things in our lives, but then I'm like, am I qualified to do these? And then I'm like, well, fuck it. You know what? Like, I'm just living once, and you should try all the things that you want to do in your life.
Exactly.
Even if you're not qualified. There was something I wanted to ask. What kind of feedback have you been getting? Because I'm not so much in Hamburg right now, so I don't really meet a lot of people.
Right now, it's been like that for years.
No, it's
2
been
years.
just like 1.5.
You were only in Kiel for
1 year,
Oh
one
my
season.
God.
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
bye.
She's a company hopper.
Yeah, I was like, bye.
Yeah, a lot of feedback from, well, first of all, it only put, like, our podcast only got onto people's agenda as soon as we had our first guest.
Yeah.
Which is also like slightly a tactic from us, but also like love this person, G to I to the FTY.
Yeah, it was a beautiful episode. I learned a lot about sexuality and dating.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there are so many good points that I should apply to my dating life.
And there you are with another white boy.
I'm not dating anybody. What are you talking about?
I know.
Bitch. Damn.
Criminal. Bombastic side eye. Yeah. So, and people really love that episode because I think as much as we have, our little community that we built or people that follow all of our work, having guests that are like also in part of other communities is like super.
It just no, yeah, it's
Words
just
left my body.
what do you mean? Like it opens up also like
The
not the
intersectionality of it all.
demographic, but like kind of like
demographic. That's it.
but also perception and perspective of things.
Period.
That's why I also loved our last two guests because they were, even though Zenaya is also like part of the community with Gifty and all, different perspectives, different like work approach, and then having Alessandra as well, like a completely different environment, which was also like still
if giving institutional, realness.
And I was like, you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's have that, and I love that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. What is one moment that you remember from the guests that you were like, this something maybe that they said or something that you asked or something that struck to your mind?
Something that stroked my mind. Well, since I wasn't with Alessandro and I only listened to the podcast, I cannot say much about
We
that
listen and we don't judge.
But I guess I would say the thing that I like most about Gifty is like, Gifty was talking about the sexuality and what attracts them. And then I threw in the word like pansexual, and then Gifty's like, hold on. And this immediate act of reflection that was to me like, well, damn.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like with that episode also was like so many things that I was like, wait, actually, because sometimes we don't even think about how do you say, like, own perceptions or reflection of our own like dating lives or sexuality. Then you're like, wait, we thought we had figured it out, but maybe not. That was great.
Yeah, love that. For you?
I really I listened to your episode with Sanaya, and something that you guys talked about was like community work and building, and and I think he was one of our reels that she said that with the Mia Mondays project, like I talked to a couple of people, and and to me it was like when you have a goal and you want to achieve it, sometimes I feel like myself as an artist, I'm so stuck up in one way to do things sometimes, or maybe being like, oh, this way, it's the way that I know, because the other way is I'm a little bit scared to try. But then it's always like, remember to maybe change the plan, but not the goal, kind of like, so that you achieve that. And that's something that I liked about that episode with Sanaya, that she was like, I had this in my mind and I wanted to do it, but then this didn't work out, this was a possibility, but then boom, we landed to this one, and this one was the one. And I was like, it was a reminder of like, there are different ways to do and getting out of the comfort zone too. So I like that.
Yeah, love that. Quinn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Many ways lead to. I don't want to say Rome because that's too Eurocentric.
Rome.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's an English saying, but in Germany we say many ways lead to Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one in Spanish or.
Tienes muchas calles de.
But we wouldn't say that.
No, I'm not.
We do say the same one, but in Spanish we say like todos los caminos llevan a Roma.
Yeah, that is actually the exact same.
Yeah.
Rominos.
Caminos.
Caminos.
Yeah, because calles is more like street.
Street.
Okay, trilingual? Excuse me? Polyglota? Yeah.
I know.
You better start teaching languages.
Okay. Oh, it could be
Unqualified.
like muchos ramblas. The ramblas lead to Roma.
Roma. But Roma in Mexico City, there's a
There's
street.
a Roma?
Yeah, there's
It's a street.
I think it's like a street
You think?
called. I mean, in my city, we have a lot of streets named out of like European cities. Like we have
Alright.
Hamburg, we have Paris, we have Roma, we have Condesa, we have, all these European names. I'm like, I wonder why.
Wonder about the blue, blue sky.
Blue, blue sky.
It's a song. Oh my
Is it
God.
from your generation?
One thing I also got back of feedback is that sometimes I try to hit a joke or a reference and it just like
Who said
over
that?
you. Yes.
Over me?
Yes.
Who said that? Are they trying to read me
No.
or read you? Or both?
They're trying to read the situation. Daphne.
I love that. But also, if you know me, I'm very clueless sometimes.
Yeah, I do know you.
For so long, even Marcelino used to call me like I was the blondie of the group.
Right.
But a lot
And
of
then you
times,
did turn blonde for a minute.
I was blonde. More
Streaks.
like highlights.
Highlighted.
But it was also like a lot of the times I like to play dumb.
And then you
And
believe
then
it.
bam, I believe it. No.
I'm sorry. You just, ow! My God, all of the pillows spilled the coffee.
Oh, are you selling this?
I don't know.
Are you keeping it?
I don't know. But, oh, wait. I put it outside on the
I'm
balcony.
so sorry. This is why you shouldn't leave drinks to kids. Because then you make a what mess. And now that I've been left alone. Oh, she's back. Never mind. I was about to start singing to entertain the audience. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God. First,
Mama Schmidt, if you see this, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No.
My mom does actually see the reels, and she's like, "Oh, love Ricky."
I love her. But I'm so sorry I spilled coffee on the pillow.
She watches the reels, so we can't get this into a reel.
Period.
She
Okay.
doesn't watch the podcast.
Speak of an ally. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Leave my mother out of this.
We love her. We love her. No, but really, I'm gonna wash it afterwards.
It's real silk, I think. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Like real silk. It means that it's expensive.
No, as in like that you probably have to hand wash it or something. Jean-François
Lesage, manufacture de produits. That was probably so wrong, and if you speak French, don't come for me.
Well, I do speak French, and it was all right.
All right. Damn. Sorry about that.
And it also feels like taffeta. I don't know. Girlies, fabrics, textures. But taffeta is also not a fabric. Taffeta is the way that it's woven. Anywho, let me not nerd out over this fabric.
I love that. I love when you get nerdy about things that you like. Yes.
It's too far away
What
to
do you
press a
wanna press?
button. I don't know.
Which one?
Anything. Oh,
What's that?
that's a sad noise.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's do this one.
Glitter.
We love the glitter.
Yeah. All right, because only I'm wearing headphones and can hear
so I
what's...
can't hear really what you're hearing too. But it's okay.
You want to hear?
No,
You don't want to mess up your hair. Curly hair problems.
Today I hated the weather, even though it's beautiful, sunny
Beautiful.
outside, but it's so windy.
Windy.
I was like, I should have just let it air dry with this freaking wind. But
Why you diffused it?
no, but I didn't want to hair dry it as the thing. Sometimes I diffuse it, but today was one of those days where I was like, I'm just gonna like
Air
you know
dry.
how do you say, like define the curl more.
Mm.
Wind.
Wind.
Wind. All right, so back to
Back to reflections. Yeah. What about you? Like in the company where you're guesting at, nothing from them.
what do you mean nothing?
Anything like, oh yeah, listen, don't.
No, like the other day I had to say like, oh, I'm in Hamburg for the weekend, or like, oh, great, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm filming my podcast with like our podcast, and they were like, oh, what podcast? I was like,
What the? You know what? Here, pass me the laptop. Let me show you the reviews. Let me show you. It's in the bag next to you. Yeah, you're doing great, sweetie. Yeah, just open. Yeah, there, the heavy part. Because the other day I was like, who's actually listening to the podcast?
wait,
right?
where do you see the reviews?
It's not a review. It's like our demographic.
Ah, you can see that.
Yes, I can. Girl, we pay a lot of money for this podcast to be up.
So you
Why-
better watch, because we're paying money and we're not receiving money.
Okay, maybe we'll do it during the second half because my computer has no battery. I'm sorry, I just hit you.
Yes, we will do
Today is a clumsy day, girl.
that. But you know why? Because Mercury retrograde.
Right.
It's a year of transformation. Can we talk about that?
Well, you can.
What?
Whatever you want.
No, I mean like what happened last night.
Irene,
It was a
about
beautiful
Petita.
evening. It's also about reflecting.
Yes, for sure. Definitely an inspiration of today's episode. Go.
Go, you experienced it more. It was about you.
Well, I also didn't understand half of it.
Right, I
but
forgot.
let's start here. There were two Venezuelans sitting across, and I know them from the party scene and from like one of them does awareness, and they both watched our last show, and I just screamed across the room, hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué lo que? Blah, blah, blah. And then before we leave, I go talk to the one with the blue hair, and then, yeah. That's where my Spanish comes to limitations.
And I just came in a little bit later. And she just kept talking about how you were a star in this world, and that the universe had something amazing for you, and that you were so talented, and that you should like keep going, and like don't give up, and like don't talk down about yourself, or like don't let negativity into your life. Because like they're sisters actually. Her sister was saying that she's very like into the universe and like energies and all that.
Brujeria.
But like the good kind, because then you
Yeah.
meet some people that are like, honey, go get diagnosed. Like,
Yeah. But I actually forgot to bring the point in that what triggered her is she asked me like, ¿cómo estás? And then I said like, ay, soy un poco cansado, no tiene motivación porque yo no tengo trabajando. And then that's what triggered her to go into be my superstar shining light positivity mode.
yeah, and she, like it was like I don't know, half an hour of just her like
speaking
like talking live to Pasky, and like saying like
speaking to Ricky, and Ricky like translating, but it was like all so fast.
Like so I was like trying to like get everything and to tell you, and then at some point she was also like asking like, are you guys dating? And I was like, no, she's like my sister, like my bestie. And she's like, like they have such a bright future, like success is coming their way, like you. And then she said at some point, I don't know if you understood this or if you translated it because it was so fast.
Yeah.
She was like, you two are as a team, like it's gonna, like you just don't have to let the negativity. But it was such a talk that for me was like, this is very beautiful that we had that, just because it has been a constant conversation between us, like what's next, what do we want to do, what do we want to achieve, like our next move, like our dreams and all these kind of things. So it was also like a universe telling us like maybe you're on the right path, and
from the deep
yeah, and maybe like if you're going slower, it doesn't mean that you won't get there maybe. So just a reminder for everyone.
And then you also said 2025 is the
year of transformation. But these have been, I don't know why I've been seeing and reading, because I'm also like a little bit into like, I don't want to say astrology fully, but like a little bit of like life.
Like you're between
and,
Gen Z and millennial.
yeah, so I'm
astrology
very
is a
like,
part of your life.
So this 2025 is a year of transformation. Actually, a year of transformation for, I think, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Taurus. Oh.
Ah!
and Taurus. So you're a Taurus and I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God, you're a Gemini.
Yeah. So this year is a year of transformation, success, achieving dreams, so let's go.
Let's go. Sponsor.
Yes.
Noticias emocionantes. Estamos encantados de ser los patrocinadores del podcast de hoy. No podemos esperar a que lo escuchen y lo disfruten. Cuéntenos qué les parece.
Spannende Neuigkeiten. Wir sind begeistert, heute die Sponsoren des Podcasts zu sein. Wir können es kaum erwarten, dass ihr reinhört und es genießt. Lasst uns wissen, was ihr denkt.
Notizie entusiasmanti. Siamo felici di essere gli sponsor del podcast di oggi.
Thing, but I hated it. I hated it being like, why are we competing? We're not the same person. We don't have the same things to bring on the table. Like you bring
You are
your
not
own
even
things.
on my level.
No, like not even that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you bring something so different that maybe I cannot bring, and then I can learn from it, or I can like take something from it. Yeah. So I hated this whole thing. So I made it my mission to be in class and be like nice, like beautiful, and not in a way of like yes, queen, but like being like
Slay.
honestly, like
Honestly, work.
and it has helped me to like learn from other people, and now I see myself doing things that I had seen in other dancers, for example, like the way people would like carry their, I don't know, pour the breast, like speaking specifically, or things, and then I'm like, oh, this is something that I complimented this person and I'm applying it, and I learned,
Now, private life, girl.
Oh. What?
Like complimenting people in private life.
Yeah, also
Okay.
being like, you look gorgeous, like I love this on you, like this suits you. I have this thing, I don't know if it's problematic,
Oh my God, controversial opinion.
but it's also like, as artists, it's so common to like not love ourselves and our bodies, or like to struggle with our image.
Uh-huh.
So like if I see someone that, not that is struggling, but that maybe is having a hard time, or like I will be like, you look great today, like this outfit suits you, or like, like complimenting in a way that I would compliment that thing that is triggered them in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like per se, let's say that you hate, I don't know, your hair,
Uh-huh.
and I'll be like, oh, your hair looks great today, because I know that you hate it.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's problematic of me.
But do you mean it?
Yeah, like I mean it. Like I'm like,
then
that's
fine.
But
If you say it just because you know that they don't like it.
no, but in a way, I'm like because I learned that I should love what I've got.
Yeah,
It's everything I have to work with.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm like, this looks great. Like but I don't know if that's something that I maybe also need to work on.
No, I would say it's only problematic if you don't think it's like.
No, I think like
Yeah,
I
but then it's
honestly
fine.
I wouldn't compliment something that I don't think it's worthy of a compliment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
What about
period.
you?
Yeah, we talked about me. That's why I asked you.
True. I don't know. Just
Girl, today we is a mess, yo.
Mercury retrograde.
I thought you were about to say Merry Christmas.
And Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. Well, I think
Happy
that.
Halloween.
What's the next holiday coming up? Ramadan. We're in Ramadan.
And
Yeah.
yes, I think it's finishing soon.
Yeah, probably maybe over when this airs. But
And
then next is Easter.
also, this might also air after Jesus was aroused from the death. Do you say that? Aroused? I don't know.
Aroused
You know what I
means
mean.
like turned on, but rose from the dead.
Rose from the dead. That's tomorrow. So this might be aired.
Yeah, it's aired next week. So
Summer.
yeah. Yeah.
No.
How are you doing today?
What?
That's also one thing I forgot in Zanai's podcast and stuff. Like, how are you doing?
You always forget this.
Yeah, because people's well-being is none of my business. It's not.
You
know?
heard it here first. Now you know. That's why nobody wants to get to know us.
Why? People love problematic people.
I don't think we're problematic.
No, I don't think so.
Sometimes
either.
I'm like, I want to be problematic. I want drama. I am Mexican. Where is the telenovela? But not
Not
telenovela
here.
going on. Girl.
Okay, So are you going to answer the question or should we log off?
No, I'm great. I'm doing great actually. Today I had the weekend off, a longer weekend this time, so I could relax more. I'm dealing with.
I'm going to cut you off.
Cut me
Let's
off.
do like a checkout because that's what
Okay.
we do at meetings. So like now that we finished recording
Like at a
this
hotel.
episode, how are you leaving this episode and how are you going to go about the rest of your day?
Ooh, I like this. So I'm gonna close off this episode with compliment yourself more and appreciate others' beauty and good qualities, because this world is full of negativity right now and there's a lot of hatred and competition, and we don't need that. As artists, we are here to uplift each other, and at the top we collaborate. At the bottom we compete. We don't do that. I don't know where
What
I'm
are
going
you
off.
wait. Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, la telenovela. I don't know. But complement each other and uplift each other.
Okay.
Yes, that period on that.
Okay, that's where you're going with.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the sugar we had.
We had so much sugar today. The coffee,
Mm.
the cookies.
Mm.
We ate almost all the pack.
Uh,
The fish.
the
oil,
salad.
the
Anyway, sorry, I don't want to.
And about my day, I'm very excited to go out into the world today, experience some kunst, some art, other people's art perspective. I'm very excited. I'm always excited to see other people bring life to what they do. We listen, we don't judge, although sometimes we might be like,
Okay, you don't have to go into the whole scenario of it all.
what do you mean?
Like,
But then I was like, I don't know if I want sangria or if I want Coca-Cola. So
are you done? Are you done signing out?
yes, today, let's go. Let's bring the sun. Let's bring the light. Yes. So I'm so
Oh my god, this is so messy.
like today, this is what we need. Sometimes you need to be messy for it to realize that maybe you need to douche more often.
Stop talking. You were embarrassing the
This
whole
is why you don't give me a
thing.
mic.
Okay, thank you so much.
And what about you, may I ask,
yeah.
mother?
I mean, it started off messy, and I think that's today's energy, a mess. But that's all right. A little chaotic, a little ADHD boost.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe you do need that little siesta. Maybe baby Brownie needs a baby nap.
But that's why, because we went to bed late last night, and then I keep waking up so early this week. So
2,
anxiety.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You slept 6 hours.
Yeah, I normally sleep 8.
Can't say 2-hour nap. Ay, Dios mío.
Anxiety.
I'm Mama Brownie.
I'm Baby Brownie.
And you were listening to... You just hit yourself again in the mouth hole. Stop moving.
And this is
Unfiltered.
and undiagnosed.
Please subscribe to all of our platforms and comment, like, share.
Support.
Ay, sorry.
Goodbye.
XOXO.
Kisses from afar.
Ooh,
Wait, should we harmonize?